Welcome back to Mastering Airport English. Today, we'll talk about understanding your boarding pass. Knowing how to read your boarding pass can make your airport experience much smoother. So let's go through each part of a typical boarding pass and explain the key terms you'll see. By the end of this video, you'll feel more confident about where you need to go and what you need to do at the airport. Let's start with the basics. When you look at your boarding pass, you'll usually see your flight number near the top. It's often a combination of letters and numbers like AA-123 or BA-456. The letters represent the airline, such as AA for American Airlines or BA for British Airways, while the numbers identify your specific flight. Knowing this can help you quickly find your flight on the airport screens. Next, you'll find your departure time. This is the scheduled time when your flight is supposed to leave. Keep in mind that boarding usually starts about 30 to 45 minutes before this time, so you should be at your gate well before the departure time. It's a good idea to watch for updates, as this time can change if there are delays. Another important detail is the boarding time. This is the time when you should be at the gate, ready to board the plane. You'll usually find it listed below the departure time, and it's essential to pay attention to it. If your flight departs at 3 p.m., your boarding time might be 2:15 p.m. Be sure to arrive at the gate by this time to avoid missing your flight. Your boarding pass will also show your gate number. This is the gate where you need to go to board your plane. It could be something like Gate 22 or Gate B5. Gates can sometimes change, so it's a good idea to check the airport's information screens regularly. If you're not sure where your gate is, you can ask an airport staff member, "Excuse me, could you help me find gate number?" Next, let's talk about the seat number. Your seat number tells you where you'll be sitting on the plane. It's usually a combination of a number and a letter, like 12A or 25C. The number tells you the row, and the letter tells you the specific seat in that row. If you're unsure about your seat, just ask a flight attendant when you board the plane, "Could you help me find my seat, please?" Another detail you'll see is your boarding group or zone. Many airlines board passengers in groups to keep things organized. You might see something like Group 2 or Zone C on your boarding pass. When your group or zone is called, it's your turn to board. If you're unsure which group you're in, you can ask at the gate, "Excuse me, which boarding group am I in?" Your boarding pass may also include terminal information, especially if you're at a large airport. This could look like Terminal 3 or Terminal A. The terminal is the specific area of the airport where your gate is located. Make sure you're at the right terminal, as some airports have multiple terminals that are far apart. If you're not sure where your terminal is, you can ask an airport employee, "Could you tell me where terminal number is?" In some cases, your boarding pass will show your class of service or cabin. This could be listed as economy, business, or first. Knowing your cabin can help you know where to sit in the boarding area, as some airlines board by cabin class. Finally, let's look at the airline's contact information. Often, you'll see a phone number or website on your boarding pass. This is helpful if you need to reach the airline for any reason, like checking for updates or making changes to your booking. You could say, "I have a question about my booking. Could you provide more details?" Let's quickly review these important sections of a boarding pass. Flight number tells you your specific flight and airline, like AA-123. Departure time, the scheduled time your flight leaves, like 3 p.m. boarding time. The time you should be at the gate, usually 30 to 45 minutes before departure. Gate number, where you need to go to board, like Gate 22. Seat number, your assigned seat on the plane, such as 12A. Boarding group or zone tells you when it's your turn to board. Terminal information indicates the terminal where your gate is located, like Terminal 3. Class of service shows your cabin class, like economy or business. Airline contact information, useful for reaching the airline if you need assistance. By learning these terms and sections, you'll find it much easier to understand your boarding pass. Remember, if you're ever confused, it's always okay to ask for help at the airport. Being prepared with these terms will make your journey smoother and stress-free. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to Docentes DigitalesTV for more essential travel English tips. Safe travels, and we'll see you in the next video.